Hey YouTube, it's your boy Widgie here, and today we're going to be looking at your first 5 minutes playing as the Chinese civilization. Now, some caveats and disclaimers. We're going to be looking at the 1v1 land supremacy. If there are any variations, I will mention it most likely at the end of the video. Alright, let's get into it. Okay, what you want to do is split your villagers over the food crates, immediately try and train your first villager, and you want to send your explorer to the trade post. So you need to get an understanding of where that is on the map, because that's the first thing we're going to build. And immediately you want to move 3 villagers over to wood, and then the rest on deer. Okay, so our explorer is going to be building the trade post, and we've got some villagers here. Chopping wood. We need to chop 180 wood to build a village. So we're going for the trade post village opening. This is the most popular, and we're going to be looking at the fast fortress strategy here. It's the most common and popular strategy, and we're going to be demonstrating that here. I will mention certain variations a little bit later at the end of the video. So we're just going to use this villager here to try and sort the herd out if we can, using the garrison trick to move the villager between the town center. And our villagers here are nearly finished chopping wood. They are now finished, and we're going to move them over to deer and have 1 villager building the village here. Now in this instance it's quite nice. I'd recommend putting a village. We are going to be getting the T export card here, is going to be our first card. So with the village placement, I would recommend putting it next to a gold mine. Ideally not on the right hand side here. Ideally next to a gold mine, sort of closest to the corner of the map for you, or the edge of the map. You don't want to put it here because it's more susceptible to getting sieged. Putting it here on the left hand side means that it's a little bit more safe for you, and also you're close on this map anyway. You're close to both the gold mine and your second hunt that you want to pull in here. So in this instance, what I'm going to do is, once this is fully built, I'm going to do a garrison trick on this villager into the village and pop them out on the other side and herd the second herd here. Normally you don't do this. Normally you'll do this in transition, but in this instance with China and the map, we can do that here. So once again, there you go, boom. And we're going to use that villager. And obviously, you know, the herding, sometimes it is a roll of the dice there. And unfortunately, it's not the best herd, but we can try herding it again. I just want to try and get my villagers sorted out here so we have a good split. And in this instance, what you're going to do, the explorers, is just get them exploring and taking treasures, ideally food treasures, so you can improve your age up time. And we now have the T export card, and we're going to be putting the consulate down immediately. Consulate, also great spot to put it, is also next to the gold mine as well. Creating a natural wall can be really helpful. We want to continue herding, and what we want to select is the French. And I can already see that this deer is going to be annoying, so it means that we are going to lose a little bit of time for our villager having to go out here. And we have another card available. So we're going to be holding this card. We're not going to be going for the Northern Refugees. We're just going to be holding, and we're going to be immediately sending our food. So the food crate is what you want to send from your consulate. This is going to help you age up. We're going to try and see if I can herd. There is the food. And we want to start gathering this as soon as we can, so we can now get into the next age. Okay, next age up is available. We're going to be building the Summer Palace. And I'm going to put 4 villagers on the Summer Palace here. And I'm just going to do a quick pause. So, what we've managed to do is we've built our village, our trade post. We've gone for the T export card. We've got the consulate down. And we've gone ahead and we've sent the 400 food, so that it can help us get to age 2 a little bit quicker. Now, here comes the variations. If you want to do a full naked fast fortress, you're going to be wanting to move maybe 4 or 5 villagers onto your coin, and every other vill will just be on food. And that's what I'm going to show you in this instance today. And your first card when you get into age 2 will be 700 coin, because what you want to do is you want to macro for 1200 food and 1,000 coin to enable you to get into age 3 as quickly as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move 4 villagers over. And if you can try and pull in a 3rd herd, that will be ideal. We have got 2 herds here. And what I'm going to do is when this next villager comes out, I'm going to get the next villager to come over here. Go. Use this villager to herd that second herd back towards here, because we need to be very, very defensive here. Because when you're doing a naked fast fortress, you are susceptible to getting rushed. And we want to make sure that that isn't going to happen. So our explorer here is getting a little bit of a nuisance here from our AI opponent. And ideally with this age up, you want to be aging up around no later than 5 minutes into age 2, that is. So you can see here we're doing pretty well with our age up. Immediately when we age up, 700 coin is going to happen. Your villagers are going to collect the food. Let's try and pull that hunt in if we can, a little bit there. And we have another card available. And we are exactly at 5 minutes right now. So in this instance, what's happening with this fast fortress strategy, we're mining our gold. We want to get up to 300 coin here. When it's 300 coin, all the vills can come off the coin and help collect food. So we have that 1200 food and 1000 coin ready to go into age 3. Now, you will get another card available here. A lot of people like to go 700 wood because it means that you can then start building infrastructure. You can build a market. You can build a further village. You can build a barracks, which is what you're going to need. So I would recommend going for the 700 wood. Some people like to hold out for the wood crate, but that's going to take too long. It's 300 export. You only have 100 export here. Because we haven't gone for the Russian consulate, we have no way of training military yet. So I would advise, when doing this, to go for the 700 wood. And then once you collect that wood, you can start putting down your infrastructure. Now, the age up for age 3 is a little bit beyond 5 minutes, I know. But I'd recommend either going for the Porcelain Tower for extra greed and economy, or the Confucian Academy if you want to hit earlier with a large amount of troops, or if you're under pressure and you can then get a nice muster of arquebusiers. So that is the 5 minutes, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about this. And of course, the variations that I've mentioned. This is the naked fast fortress that we're looking at here, the most common and meta opening for China at the moment. And there are other variations, of course, but hopefully this will help you learn your first 5 minutes playing as China. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one.